Bonjour, my friend. So the event is now live in the global servers. It will be arriving in Asia in a few hours, in Europe by midnight, and in NA in like good 12 hours. So the details are here. There are basically two screenshots I have to show. Our first one is Clearing Path of Growth, Essence Dungeon Expedition. Both of these, or rather all of them, have limits. Other missions include Clear Expedition, repeat the quests, and a field event. So I'm not gonna count field events towards the calculation because it sort of depends on the time that you play, and while one of you can attend like 10 of them, others may not be able to attend any or just don't feel like doing it. So I'm not including that one in any calculations. Now, as far as the rewards go, it looks like the reward page is the same as the one advertised in the forums yesterday. And it's very surprising because I saw this event being a very controversial opinion about the differences between like NA or global and Korea, quoting this event as like some truly godly amazing event. But when you do the calculations, you will notice that it's probably one of the worst events that we've actually had as far as returns go, and I'm gonna go about that in just a second. So yeah, after doing all of the calculations, I basically noted all of the important information. So the event will last 2 weeks. In order to fully max out on the available stuff like the Path of Growth, the P Quest, Essence Dungeon Expeditions, you will need to spend a total of 2,000 crystals per day, and that will be a total of 28,000 crystals. I will explain why I wouldn't recommend doing this. So first of all, let's look at the returns that you can get. Basically, average returns if you do complete every single board that you start. Basically, this one will only apply if you are able to fully clear the board. If you're not, these values will drop significantly. So each Path of Growth ticket has an average worth of 7.8 crystals, as well as these rewards for each clear, and Essence Dungeons will have double that, so it will be 15.6 crystals, and all of the rewards are here. Now, if you do have the Summoner Pass, all of these will be doubled, so Path of Growth will be worth close to 16 crystals, and Essence Dungeons will be worth like 31 crystals each. Again, these rates are horrible. As I said, probably one of the worst events we've had because the returns pretty much mean that even with the Summoner Pass, there is only a single way you can profit from this event. Yeah, it looks like I forgot to add one of them, but yeah, I fixed everything. So basically, the only way you can actually profit from this event is, first of all, you must have a Summoner Pass, and you must do the following action is buy the cheapest repeat request refresh. That one is for 150 crystals. You must do 5 entries to the Essence Dungeon. So basically use those 20 repeats to get 5 Essence Dungeon tickets and enter the Essence Dungeon with the Summoner Pass. And in that way, on average, you're getting close to 22 crystal profit. But other than that, all of the cheapest refreshes don't even come close to a profit. Path of Growth is sort of decent if you have the Summoner Pass because you're only losing on around 4 crystals and you're getting all of these basically plus the 3 entries to the Path of Growth. So that one I would say is pretty decent to refresh. Apart from that, really not that great. And yeah, to max out, again, 2,000 crystals at 28,000 in total. Don't do all of them. If you want to max out, as far as repeat requests go, you will need to do the following. So you will need to refresh repeat request 2 times, so for 150 and 300. And you will need to do the following because you need to complete 45 repeats in total. You will be doing 3 Essence Dungeon repeats, 3 Path of Growth repeats, and 39 XP Potion repeats, or any other repeat that only costs 1 ticket. And of course, these repeat requests include the daily reward that you get from playing. So the one where you have to play for 4 hours and you get 5 free repeat requests. That means you're having 65 total repeat requests. You use 24 of them for these, you use 39 here, and you have 2 leftover ones. And if you want a detailed breakdown on the daily refreshes you need to do, so 2 DP request will cost you 450, 2 Path of Growth repeats will cost you 200, 3 Essence Dungeon repeats will cost you 450, and 3 Expedition repeats will cost you 900. Okay, and now my personal recommendation for this event. So as you can see, the crystal returns on this event is really bad for this one. You will be able to reach the Devil Mine regardless of how many you refresh, as long as you use your daily entries. So do not be too worried about that. But my personal recommendation would be to, if you have the Summoner Pass, I would recommend, of course, doing the repeat request for Essence tickets, at least the first one. That way you're able to get a profit at all. Other than that, I do recommend going for the first Path of Growth refresh at least, because with the Summoner ticket, or rather Summoner Pass, you're getting around 46 crystals in return. So this means that Path of Growth, like this refresh, instead of becoming 50 crystal cost, it will be something like 4 crystals. So it's just 3 runes, right? So I do recommend doing the first one. Second one will be pretty heavily discounted as well. So I personally will be doing first 2 Path of Growth refreshes. I would not recommend doing any Essence Dungeon refreshes unless you like really need essences. But as you can see, bingos, the previous bingo event had a return of around 37 crystals per entry, and this one, even with the similar pass, will only give you a bit above 30. So yeah, again, if you really want to blow your essence tickets, maybe wait for the bingo event or something similar to that. And yeah, expeditions definitely don't recommend refreshing. And for the beta quests, are up to you. I always refresh them, but that's just because I like to farm gold with them. If you really want to profit from them, you're probably better off saving and only doing one refresh for that. So yeah, that's about it for the video. And if you have any questions, drop them below. And yeah,